He's in there. Good day and welcome to Norwich Castle. Angle Grinder Man has found me. I've been taking it easy, guys, having a few days off. I come out today for a full vlog and the Angle Grinder Man has followed me. Now this is Norwich Castle and it is rather grand. Originally built in two tiers, by the way. The first tier, where you can see the archers' windows up towards the archers, this first tier was originally built in 1066 and credited, the build was credited to William the Conqueror, as it was, what's the right word to use, after the aftermath of the Norman conquest. This build of this castle, 1066 to 1087, credited to William the Conqueror. And originally all this stone you can see on this lower tier is made from Caen stone. Caen being a place in France, so in Normandy, came from Normandy. Caen is a place in Normandy where that Caen stone came, and then later I believe the Victorians then built these other tiers and they cleaned it all up, and you can see the lighter stone, that is actually Bath stone that's made from. And you guys know I like a bit of stone. And right on here, the Victorians also would have built all this. This is original York stone, these great big York stone slabs. The smaller ones have been put in as replacements over the years, because all the Victorians, all they ever used was the great big slabs. They're like 600 or 700 in length, 400mm across, just so you know. And the castle, Norwich Castle, also, there's more York stone here. If you go this way, the actual museum, which is the entrance, is down there. Follow that York stone path to the entrance, it still is open. And also we have all the castle grounds, the old Motte and Bailey Castle. It's a nice place to come and sit and chill and relax. And also we have the Castle Mall shopping mall, which was built years ago. All this area here was originally at Cow Tower, where all the cattle traders used to come in. They used to come originally to here. This was the actual cattle market, where they brought all their cattle up from Cow Tower here to do their trading. And further over that way towards King Street is where there was the large Jewish settlement, and the people over there with regards to merchants. Because of the river I've mentioned before coming in to Norwich, all the merchant courts, oh man, everything is kind of built up from all that merchant side. And also I'm now going to move from here to Norwich Market, which has stood in its current location for about 1,000 years. Originally it used to be a tombland, but the reason I mention the Norwich Castle and of course the market is because they are in the Doomsday book. Now the Doomsday book, it's not what it sounds. It's not a good read as such. It was basically carried out in 1086, which was a complete survey, I believe at England or maybe Great Britain, to list all its heritage. And like I say, Norwich Castle is just one of 14 of its heritage sites. Right there. And it used to be like, oh, so they're building a new pavement by the looks of things. There's always work being done. There is a lift, for the disabled lift for people to get up there. Just already, I can't believe it, it's 2:45 already. Now, when we talk about the Norwich Museum moving into the castle, it did in 1894. That is when the Norwich Museum moved into the castle. And also Norwich Castle is one of 48 castles in England to be mentioned. Oh, I've got notes in that Doomsday book. It is. Even and also today it's a little bit muggy, people. I'll give you a quick weather report. I am still wearing a leather jacket and there is a sheepskin waistcoat lurking underneath it. I get a bit chilly, don't I? I do. And also riding about on the Lambretta, I get a little bit chilly on there as well, so I just keep myself warm. And this is the top of the castle mile, right there, all the restaurants built right there. And also when that castle was actually built, hang on, so I go down there, it was built on a Saxon burial grave, burial ground, cemetery, by the way. And it is called a Motte and Bailey Castle. Basically that's the Motte, I think, and the Bailey would be the river that runs around it. Now they had to move the Bailey because why did they move the Bailey? Good eye. I'll show you. To make way for the buses. Can you imagine what a nightmare it would be if this was all a river? Be hard work for the buses, wouldn't it? So you can see Norwich Castle right there, the big blue bus. Now I personally like to see a great big river going around there. Be like Chiang Mai then, wouldn't it? It would, but unfortunately we got buses. So off to the market, which will lead me through the Royal Arcade, which I had a little ponder earlier and I forgot the chef's name. Jamie Oliver has left the building. That was Jamie Oliver's. It's now Yalm, whatever that is. But Jamie certainly has left the building. Now this Royal Arcade used to be wicked back in the day. Victorian built, obviously. Now you can come and get some 1940s clobber and pay. Well, I don't know. They need a few, what are they called, ukuleles in there, I reckon. A few ukuleles and maybe some Sailor Jerry tattoos, and you will have the complete article. Excuse me. Places are closed down in the Royal Arcade. You can probably assume why. It won't be cheap, would it, renting in here? But this antique gallery has survived. The antique galleries represent a group of artists who do produce some really cool stuff. But those two caught my eye earlier, and I've been in. They are actually the 600 quid, but they're originals. Right there, wonderful posters. Really stuck in the bank. Renewing the card, not that easy. First things first, I used my card. I told you I don't like using the card abroad. I used it to book my ticket to come back to the UK, which didn't go through, didn't get approved. So I went and paid an extra tenner and had a travel agent do it for me. So now I've come back, I've now found out from the bank that there's a block on the card for those kind of purchases. And I just need the card renewed. But I cannot get the card renewed until I've sorted out the situation with the block. So I've got to get the block removed before I can actually order a card, which could take up to 2 weeks. It's a little bit annoying. I feel like taking all my money out of the account and just putting it in my NatWest account over the road, which isn't blocked. Just emptied that account, that's all. So I've now got to sit here and wait for some Doris to be available to come and call a phone number to unblock the thing. There's no point going home to call them. I then got to come back. My priority is to get my new card so I can get back on the road. So I'll get back to Norwich Market in a minute. First, I've got to sort my banking out. Okay, 30 minutes later, and two lovely ladies. My card is no longer blocked, and a new card should arrive at my address on the 19th of June. Game on. Took half an hour. Right, Norwich Market, originally built in the 11th century at Tombland, and was built to service the Normans, the Norman merchants. But it re-established itself here 900 years ago, and from the 11th century right up until the 14th century it supplied most of the UK with all of its provisions coming from the Norwich harbour. All the merchants' houses and around Tombland, that's where the market was. It's the most thriving city in Great Britain between the 11th and the 14th century. What have you done with Richard? Richard?
I'll be up top, Matty.
Oh, Susie's fishing shop. Oh, that's the other one. Richard's.
Matty.
Richard. You have a new shop. Where's Richard's shop? No, they're all closed. Reggie's. Oh, where is he? Reggie's. Is it closed? Oh, it's closed. Market has seen better days. And it was refurbished about 30 years ago, because it all used to sit, because it's on a slope. Norwich Market, that's my bag, look, you can see how much of a slope it's on. And so where they levelled all these up, they didn't, all the shelves are now straight, but they didn't, all the shelves used to be on the, like that, the same as the bottom here. And it was redone about 30 years ago. I liked it how it used to be. I did. Right, I've got to get me arm. I've got to get me into gear, because I have now got to take you across. Good day. Good day. Good day. Good day, mate. I'll take you to Norwich's second cathedral. Not one, but two. Oh, the bike's still here. What's up, darling? What's up? Got a nutter, they're everywhere. A nutter, they're always everywhere. There she comes. She's on one now. She's Doris thought I was putting the camera on and she's got into one. Nutter. No, it's just full of them. Ah, right, I've got to put my hat on. Hang on. There it is. Oh, smart water. Where is it? There. I'm looking for a plaque on the wall, but this is the Cathedral of St. John the Baptist. Alright, the main entrance is there, the Cathedral House. I always thought this was the main entrance, right here. And it was all built between the 11th and the 14th century using the stone, wheel stone, I forgot it, from Normandy. And there is one demon feature. Demon feature on a castle. That wicked stone. That is awesome. All come from Normandy. Beautiful stained glass windows. And the gargoyles. Oh man, you see the gargoyle with a lead funnel. I couldn't get close enough to the gargoyles on the castle museum. That is a wicked gargoyle of the dragon. I love the gargoyles. You can see them all positioned along there. The nun. The demon, more demons, all the gargoyles. That's where the water used to spout out, early drainage system through these gargoyles, which are, of course, it's all medieval, but it's also the it's a word I never bloody remember, like the Goths. What do you call it? Anyway, the most redeeming feature of this cathedral is the black marble pillars. Right, here's some. These are on the outdoors. quite unique, really rare black marble. Push. Key. Push. I am pushing, but the bishop doors will not give way. We will not breach the bishop doors. No. They are awesome though, the bishop doors. Look at them. That's the bell ringer. It's missing. That's the bell ringer, the knocker. You'd have a knocker coming around here to bang on there. Or maybe not. Maybe I'm making stuff up. It's awesome. Oh man, and all the architecture as well. Oh man. The accordion player, the man with the harp. They are really cool. There is some awesome features in this church. The Cathedral Church of St. John the Baptist, Cathedral of the Roman Catholic Diocese of East Anglia. Diocese? Diocese? Don't know. You can read more. Pause the screen and you can read more. Oh man. Oh, 1976 it became the Cathedral of the new Roman Catholic Diocese. And John the Baptist was really well known throughout my life as a child at school due to the knock knock jokes. The knock knock jokes, remember? Knock knock, who's there? Doctor Who. Yeah, you just said it, Doctor Who. Knock knock, who's there? Boo! Boo hoo! Don't cry, it's only a joke. Knock knock, who's there? John the Baptist. Schoolhood jokes, dreams. Oh, it's nice though, look, this castle's nice. Got loads of lead. Got a nice bit of copper piping going out there that's gone all nice and green. But it is a beautiful looking place. And I, for one, I really like the gargoyles. And you can, last time I was actually here, that gate was opened and I went in. There's some awesome memorials on this other gate as well. Just so I can show you what these churches really look like. And like I say again, built between the 11th and 14th century of when Norwich was at the centre. Oh man, and look at the pillars as well. This black marble has gone white. I think it's because it's been exposed to the elements. If you get inside, the black marble pillars, these inside, are phenomenal. They really are. They're really black and ornate. But I was just looking at the carvings up there. All the net in there is to stop the pigeons going in. But the carvings look awesome. And the wrought iron on the doors. Oh man, I might have to come back and get that off. I could do with that. Look nice, that would. On the side of the Lambretta. Bit of that. Awesome. Okay. Now the best thing of coming to this Catholic Cathedral is just literally next door is a place now called Plantation Garden, where I discovered as a 14-year-old child Victorian overgrown secret garden, which is just next door. I'm not leaving just yet. The guy doing the cleaning has just shown me how to open the door. Filming for YouTube. Are you the...
I'm the heritage officer.
I just wanted to show people the black marble pillars inside.
Yeah.
Because these have got slightly faded, right?
Yeah.
Is that okay to do that?
So, what's the... So, are you recording?
Yeah, I'm on record.
Okay.
I'm pointing at me though.
Yes, do we want to look at the Frosterly marble?
Yeah, that's all I want to show, because it's really rare, right?
Yeah, that's what's
so
cool.
This is cool. This is the guy you need to bump into, because I'm not going to get pulled up for giving you wrong information.
So
just here.
there.
This. And what is it called again?
Frosterly marble.
Frosterly marble.
It's named after a village near where it was mined.
Which?
Which is in the north of England.
Okay.
The village is called Frosterly.
Okay.
It's not actually marble. It's but it's called Frosterly marble.
But it's not actually marble.
It's
okay.
just equally rare, and basically the things are crustaceans. It's Cretaceous limestone. So the actual,
Yeah, I've got your crustaceous limestone embedded.
it's Cretaceous like Cretaceous.
Yes.
So the markings there are actually creatures that lived under the sea 250
Fossils.
million years ago.
Wow. There you go. 250 million year old fossils right here in this. I'm going to back out but show everybody what they can come and look at. It's an awesome place. If you visit Norwich, then both cathedrals are definitely worth a look. And how cool, I got some factual information. That was really good. Brilliant. My friend, thank you for that. That was really cool. Awesome. Right, and now to the Plantation Gardens. And here it is, Plantation Garden. Wow, with St John the Baptist Cathedral right there. And this is the entrance. Now when I was a child, this entrance was all overgrown. You wouldn't have known it was here. And it was called the Secret Garden, Victorian Garden. That when it was overgrown, was beautiful. And myself and my friends, we used to take little bits of carbon paper or dots that were micro, and we would come in here and explore. And it was all a bit, whoa. It was all a bit like that back then. So it now closes at 6 p.m. And it has been, over the last 10 years, there's been a slight bit of development. And then over the last 4 years, that development have gained in some passion, one must say. So much so, during lockdown, they were having cinema screenings in the garden. And that's where you pay right there. The box is empty daily, so just remember it's £2 to throw in there. This bridge has been built. We're all within the last 2 or 3 years. This garden has been planted. It's been regenerated, brought back to life. I mean, beyond life. It is beautiful in here. And it looks like, oh man, on a day like this, oh, there are a few people. I was going to say, I didn't think I'd be the only one in here. But there's a picture, an original picture of it with a glass house right at the front here. Oh man, which would have had butterflies or birds in that aviary. Maybe not, the windows are open at the top. Maybe, the original wall all along here. This has all been reinstated, this wall. From 1871. It's wicked. Man, wicked. Right in the heart of Norwich. And all these plants have been bedded in the last 3 or 4 years. Because even though I came here as a child, out of my crazy mind, I've been coming here near enough every year ever since. It's just a cool spot. And my favourite part is the statue has gone. There used to be a statue of a guy with a sword right up here, and he was the first obstacle. We had to get past him. In the state and the condition we were in when we came in here, his sword was always moving. So we didn't know if we would get in alive or get beheaded. We did not know. But now this gargoyle waterfall. It's beautiful, man. I'm still trying to think of that word. Will I think of it? And the water is crystal clear. Oh, that's good. And there's even tadpoles in there. Wicked. Does that not look wicked? That needs an Action Man submarine in there. That does, and a deep sea diver. It does. If only it was in my garden. Or Woody's garden, to be more to the point. That is so cool. That's my favourite part of the garden. Right there. I'm not going to walk up to the higher levels, because all you're going to see is the different plants that have been planted all over the years. And that is wicked. I do love it. And these flowers, I've seen these beds, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They keep changing them. I've seen these beds with different flowers. They're obviously not working, or they're just not finding the right flower for. So they keep changing them. I've seen many different flowers. And the Pierre Resistance is that at the back, which when we were young used to look like a Spanish galleon ship. like the Armada. And when we used to get to the bottom of these steps, I mean, that's really cool. That's all been reinstated, developed. When we used to get to the bottom here, we used to pretend we had swords and battled our way to the very top of this ornate. Alright, I'm getting carried away with myself. I'm in the mood for it. I'm in the mood for vlogging. A historian vlogging. It is awesome. All this ivy, how it's cut and it's shaped. So you can see all this original brick that has been, oh man, you can see all the different brick that's just been chucked in there over the years. These have been bricked up at some point, and all you can see is all with lime, because it's all going a bit frothy, a bit of mould on there. Wow, wicked. So yes, recommend, if you're coming to Norwich, watch my vlogs. Good day, good day, because you will find stuff that's not in the beaten path. And after I've done this vlog, I've not got many more to do. Well, not much more vlogging to do in the city. I actually want to take you to some other places around Norwich which people don't know. I mean, this people do know of it, obviously, because there's people here, but there are other little secret places just around the riverside, just out of the main city, and I'm going to make a vlog about taking you to some of its lesser known areas. Oh man. Also taking in a few of the villages around Norwich, around where I'm living, and of course on the other side of Norwich before I do the coastline. Bit dusty, so one has a lot of work. Now I think there's Clarendon Road at the back here, because the other way in there many years ago, I don't know, was over this person's fence. We sussed out that we could get through someone's back garden and we could get access into here through the back and not the front. Front was hard work because it was all heavily gated up. Oh man, if this was like it was 40 years ago, oh, it'd be a proper abandoned type vlog, but it is what it is. And so, as I'm now going to leave on the descent, there's only one more thing, oh man, for me to do. Whew. It's definitely warming up. Oh, man, final view of the garden. You can just hear how peaceful it is as well, except for me. Right, I need to go and get a happy ending. You hear that? You hear that? You're gonna hear this. Cheers. Oh, thirsty work vlogging. It is constantly talking, constantly thinking, talking. Need. Oh man. Excuse me. Oh man. Oh. Cheers. Oh, refreshing. That's what it is. I needed I don't know which one I prefer the most. I don't know, so I'll have one and one. I'll have halfie and halfie. That Desperado, it's got like because it's got a bit of tequila in it, it's got like a little bit of lime in it. It's almost like drinking shandy, so it's become very Moorish. And the Corona, anyway, they're two cases, a case of Corona and a case of Desperado, 20 quid. 2 cases of beer for 20 quid. Beer is cheap, I mean. And there's 12 bottles in each, so you've got 24 bottles of beer for 20 quid. That's cheaper than drinking at the pond That's almost as cheap as drinking in Big C, almost. It's about the same. So yes, and I'm enjoying drinking the light beverages in silence. The odd bird. Oh man, the toughest things I've had to deal with coming back to the UK. The cold wind. Okay, it's now starting to warm up. I've been back 10 days at least. I'm only just getting used to. Oh man, when I've been going up to make bed at night, it was up at the last 3 or 4 days. It's been good. I'm not diving in the sleeping bag with my clothes on anymore and getting undressed slowly. No, I have not. It's all right. It's refreshing. Things have changed. The weather's okay, and I'm really enjoying. I mean, you can see where I live. If you're going to live in the UK, if you're going to live in England, then living in the city. That's no good for long term. It isn't. All that noise packed in. Norwich City, I've lived there, so I know what I'm talking about. Norwich City, as you can see, it's a great place to come and visit, have a wee holiday, or even come and visit on a regular basis. You know, it really is. I've not done restaurants in Norwich yet. There's worldwide award-winning restaurants in the city. Woody was eating at one last night, so there's that vlog. Norwich is, the more I'm going into Norwich, like I say, I'm not really researching it as such, just a few bullet points based on what I already know, but the more I'm finding out about Norwich, the more I bring it to you. So I'll probably do a Norwich good eating vlog as well, you know. But it's just, look what's behind me. That's why I'm sitting here. I'm sitting here for your benefit, not mine, because I like to stare out across those fields at the hares and the deers and the whatever runs across there. I'm hoping like one day I'll be sitting having that behind and see a deer walk across there. Just be awesome. I won't see it, will I? Because I'm looking this way and that camera don't work. So that's why I stopped myself here. I have 2 beers. Ah man, so that wasn't too bad. That was an okay little vlog to do. I didn't know if I was going to go in the city today because it was raining here earlier. Woody's away for the next couple of days. I was going to go away with him and his girlfriend, but I need to go to work. My channel's starting to go, and I want to get Vlogging the Dead Horse back up to daily vlogs. I really do, or at least every other day. I mean, now they're going one up every 3 days. It's not good enough. I need every other or daily vlogs. I may have to do daily vlogs because there's so much information I want to bring you. So I'm going to have to start getting myself a little bit busy. I have been, since I've returned from Bali, I've been in holiday mode, haven't I? It's just like, oh, you come back to Phuket, sit there for a month, all you can drink, bloody factory behind me, and sitting there. It was like life got too good. I told you, life got far too good. It did. I don't know if life will ever get, well, it is, it's just as good. Right, yeah, I said when I was sitting in Phuket, I don't think life will ever get as good as this again. And then there I am, sitting in Norwich, or just outside, and life is every bit as equally as good. It really is. Sitting there, wicked view, peace, quiet, ice cold fridge, and the sun, and oh man, everything else I desire at my doorstep almost. It's actually because Woody's doing me cheap rent. He's not charging me, and he won't even let me work for nothing. So it's actually costing me a lot less to be here than what it is in Thailand. How about that? You would have thought that my budget would have gone right out the window coming back to England. I'm like, no, it's gone the other way. It's like I'm spending half just because of circumstances, you know. My only bill is what I smoke, what I drink, and my food, and that adds up quite a lot. Like I say, good old well, I've got no rent or no electric or nothing like that. I've got petrol to pay, but you know what I mean? It's all right. I'm quite fortunate to be in this situation in Norwich, or just outside Norwich. I know how fortunate I am, and I think that's why I'm enjoying it, because to live happily in the UK, you need to be fortunate. You do, or to have worked your nut off that you've got something like this. Exactly. That's why this place is here, because hard graft. Cheers. They go down a lot easier than Leo, by the way. We really do. that's really good. So for me to come home and start sinking 2 beers, oh man, must have been a good day. So guys, cheers. Appreciate you watching and staying to the end. And until next time, au revoir.